Okay, on today's episode we're doing how to make bread. We have 3 teaspoons of brown cane sugar. We have 1 teaspoon of salt. We have 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, 1 packet of fast rising yeast, 3 cups of bread flour, our machine back there, our cooking spray right there, and we have water 110 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 1 cup and a half of water, and that is Fahrenheit. Okay, so have your dough hook attachment, your machine ready to go. So we're going to start first adding the 3 cups of bread flour. Okay, we're going to start by adding the dry ingredients. We have the salt and we have the sugar. Okay, meanwhile we're going to combine the vegetable oil with the water. Okay, so what we're going to do is give it a mix so we can have the dry ingredients all mixed together. Okay, what you want to go ahead and do now, you want to sprinkle the yeast mostly in the middle. Okay, now you could go ahead and add the hot water. Remember, 110 degrees according to your yeast package. Now we're going to go ahead and put this in our 2 settings, and let's knead it for about around 5 to 7 minutes. Okay, as you see, the flour sticks to the side. What you could do at this moment is stop the machine and give it a scrub. You could use one of these if you want, any kind of spatula. Okay, so what you do is scrape the sides, put that flour to the inside, and what we're going to do gradually is start adding a little bit of a flour. About half a cup of flour, little by little. Okay, so what we're going to do in a quarter increments, we're going to start adding it slowly, half of that, so it could start mixing in well. What you want to do is do this until the moment that you see that it's all in a ball all together. Okay, we want to help the machine by scraping off the sides. As you see, it's all coming together to one ball. So at this moment, you do want to stop it. It's all together. It has already about 5 minutes kneading. That's enough. Now we're going to knead it by hand a couple of times. Okay, as you see, it's a semi-sticky consistency. That's what you're looking for. Okay, because you want a soft bread, as you see there. Okay, now what we're going to go ahead is dump this in a floured surface and knead it for about 30 seconds. Okay, what we're going to do is dust the working surface. I'm going to go ahead and scrape that out of there. Okay. Okay, as you see, it's a little bit sticky, but that's what you want. We're going to go ahead and just, turn it around a little bit. Flour your hands. Okay, open, close, open, close. Okay, as you see, bring it to the inside, twist it a little bit. What we want to do is make a ball. Okay, so what you want to do is get a bowl. This is the same bowl where we had the flour before. Spray it down. Okay, go ahead and bring the ball to the thing. Okay, you want to spray it from the outside. Okay, what you want to get it is wet because you don't want to crush the form. Now what we're going to go ahead and do is put a towel on it, and so what you want to do is let this rest for about 30 to 45 minutes so we can start kneading and making our bread. as you notice, it has double in size. What you want to go ahead and do now is punch out the air. Okay, as you see, all the air is out. Okay, what we're going to do is throw it on a work surface. So dust it a little bit. Okay, throw that out. You want to go ahead and knead again. As I said, pull in, punch in, however fast, how many times you want to do it, the more the better. Okay, there you go. So what we're going to go ahead and do now is cut it into 3 pieces. We're going to try to get 3 breads out of this. Okay, so finally it has come time to join the party. I'm going to do this in 3 even cuts. What you want to do, the sizes as you want, what kind of size of bread you want to do. You will learn this with practice. Go ahead and make some balls out of that. Let's put them there for now. The first one we're going to go ahead and do, we're going to take the bread and twist the bread. Okay, we're kind of going to go ahead and do like a braided kind of style bread. Okay, let's cut this in half. Okay. Okay, as you see it gets bigger. Let's go ahead and oil this pan. Okay, so what we go ahead and do is get the corners. There you go, press it down. The bread is a very forgiving dough. Okay, as you see there, you have like a braided style of the bread. But you want to go ahead and hit the corners there, so it will stay there. Let's go ahead and place that there. Okay, what you always want to do is spray it again. And now what we're going to do is set this to the side. This is going to grow. We're going to put also a towel over all of them. And then let's go ahead and do all of them first, and then we start getting the towel out. Now we're going to go ahead and dust our bench. Okay, so this heavy hitter is going to get out the way to bring another heavy hitter, and this is the new one in the party. We're going to get some flour on it. We're going to get some flour on the dough also. Okay, so what we're going to do is kind of flatten it out like we're flattening a pizza. Yeah, it doesn't matter really the shape. Okay, it's all to your preference. To me, it really doesn't matter. Okay, so you keep going ahead and do that. What you're going to get is kind of like a rectangular shape. The closest possible. There's nothing really on what kind of shape. Okay. Okay, let's stretch it out a little bit. Pick it up, stretch it out like we were stretching out a pizza. Okay, as you see, we fairly got a similar to a rectangular shape. Okay, so what we're going to go ahead and do now, okay, let's place it on the long side. Let's start by this side that you see it's kind of uneven, and let's start rolling it like we're rolling a cinnamon bun. Okay, as you see, once you get to that part right there, okay, let's get the corner. Let's hit the corner here too, flatten it out, and now for the part that has the seam, we're going to go ahead and squish it together with our hands. Okay, you want to roll it a little bit so it can get the shape. Let's go ahead and bring the pan, the bread pan, spray that a little bit. Okay, so kind of measure it with it. Okay, get it to the size, press it down. You want it to take more surface, so when it grows it covers the most possible. There you go, as you see, it's in there. Okay, as you see, it's the same size. So now what we want to do, we want to center it in the middle and kind of give it a little press like that so it could grow outward. Okay, as you notice, we could use more dough on each. We probably could have cut the dough in 2, but what we want to do is show you the different ways possible that you can use this. Okay, let's put flour on the surface. Okay, so we're going to take the last one. We're basically going to do the same thing again. Let's flatten this out. What we're going to go ahead and do is try to do some balls, as funny as that sounds, and put it in the cupcake pan. Okay, let's go ahead. Same technique. See, this one's coming out a little bit better. Okay. Okay, stretch it out. Okay, as you see, we're stretching it out. We'll go ahead and take, don't be scared of dough. If you get a hole, see that hole? Doesn't matter. Okay, go ahead and flatten it out. Okay, we're gonna roll again. Okay, you're gonna get better with time. Don't worry about it. The dough is very forgiving. Okay, there you go. Clip on the sides, come to the seam. You know, stick it in there, squish it in, roll it. Okay, once you get, okay, so we got 6. Spray that. So what we want to go ahead and do is bring the heavy hitter again. We're going to cut this in half. Okay, this kind of seems like half. Press it down, bring it here again, and do the half method again. So we have 4 there. Okay, we have 4 even pieces. Okay, so what we're going to do is try to make it a ball. You want to take out the 2 sides and squish it to the inside. See what I did right there? Now bring the sides and squish it in until you have like a mushroom shape. And then just with your hand, make a claw hand circle around it. Throw. Same thing. So you're going to take the two sides, bring it in. Becomes like a pillow shape, and then try to hold it in the middle like that until you get kind of like a mushroom balloon shape. Circle. Okay, again, in. Okay, bring it in, down, claw, in. Okay, this is the last part, so it has that different seam. You bring it in, mushroom shape or dumpling shape, kind of. Okay, bring it claw circle inside. Don't worry about it. Spray, 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 spray. As you see, we have ball bread, we have braided bread, and here, hopefully, we have a bigger bread. Okay, this is all to your choosing. And now your last step, you want to let it rise, because this is when it's going to start taking the shape of the bread. And go ahead and cover it and leave it there for an hour or 2 hours. Okay, now after about 2 hours, we're going to go ahead and take off the cover. As you notice, I used the towel. On this one, I used a plastic wrap, which was sprayed. Okay, so you can see the different options of the things that you can use. Okay, as you see, it doubled in size. If we would have used more in this one, it would have gone a lot higher. But I just wanted to give you the 3 different points or ways that you could use it. Okay, what we're gonna do now, we're gonna do a simple egg wash. Okay. So what we're gonna do, here's an egg. We're gonna split the egg and only gonna use the white part. Okay, what you do is try to catch the yellow thing. It would fall by itself, as you saw there. Okay, and what we're gonna do now, okay, as you see here, I have a little bit of water. We're gonna mix it together. Basically, you want to do like half and half, and then we mix this together. Okay, so now that we done the whisking, let's set everything to the side. Let's go ahead and start with the braided one. What you want to get yourself is a brush. Okay. And you want to do it gently because you don't want to take out the air and disinflate it. Okay. You could do an egg wash, or you could do a butter wash. You could spray it with some milk. Okay, it's all up to taste. So what we're gonna go ahead and do here, egg wash this one also. Okay, at this time you want to have your oven set to 350 degrees at this time. Okay. What we're going to do with this one is something special. As you saw, it did double in size. Any excess of egg wash that falls on the tray, you do want to wipe that off. Okay, so with this one, what we're going to do is add some sesame seeds. As you see, you can add as much as you want. It's best to add it at this time so it could get sticky on it. It could get, because if you wait until after, it just might fall off. Let's take it to the oven now. Okay, as we said before, you should have had your oven preheated at 350 degrees. Have it at bake. Okay, on this one we're going to have it on, but we're going to go for about 30 to 40 minutes, depending on your oven. Okay, let's go ahead and place this one in the bottom. Okay, let's go ahead and place this one on the top. Okay, and if you do have space in your oven, and you can also put the other one. Okay, if not, do it in batches. Okay, and there you go. Let's give it some time now. Okay, here we have the bread. So what I wanted to show you also is how can you go about the browning. You could go from light to medium to darker. Is all your taste. What you do after you take it out the oven, leave it resting for about half an hour before going ahead and slicing it so it finishes cooking. So this is all your choice. After, let's say, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 35 minutes, the color that you want to give it, the crispier it's going to be. And you're going to hear that sound, and that's when you know that it is crispy. So we have a surprise here for the cameraman. The cameraman is the man with the beard. If you've seen our other shows, you would know who he is. Let's go ahead and make him a sandwich. You see how crunchy it is? Okay. You see how fluffy it is also? Okay, you want to do this slow. Okay, you see the consistency of the bread, the flakiness, and you also get that crunch on the top. And think about it, this is the light version. So look who we're going to bring to the party. We have some ham here. Okay, let's go ahead and put some tomato here in the first deck. Let's go to the second deck. Put a little bit of onions, or a lot of onions. Let's put some queso fresco and some salami. Try to make it a little bit. Okay, and we got a triple decker of butts. And here's some Dijon mustard, just to top it off. And there you go. You have your bread. How nice that looks.